Hello friends, welcome back to tutorial. This is Pushpendra Kumar and now I am here to teach how to sketch in Creo. This session is going to be interesting as we will learn about how to create a profile using the commands that are line, circle, rectangle, arc, ellipse and spline. So let's get back to the software and see what we can perform. So here I am in this, open this software. First thing we have to do is select our working directory that I have set to the desired location. Then we will click on the new, select the sketch option, and on this box we have option like file name that you can provide as per your requirement. What name you enter, it will be saved for that model. I will keep it by default and will move ahead. Here in this working graphics, we can see there is no coordinate system. So first we will draw that coordinate system and then we are set to draw our desired profile. Here we have multiple options like line, rectangle, circle, arc, ellipse, spline, and the rest are editing options like providing fillet, chamfers, thickened palette, offset, center line, point, coordinate system. Here on the term we have three options, and in sketching we have three options: center line, point and coordinate system. These both are same, you can select any of them. So let's go for line command. To select the line command we have two options. Either we can click by this ribbon button or by entering or clicking L button from the keyboard. We'll go from the ribbon, select the line, and we have two options: line chain and line tangent. Line chain is like creating a consecutive lines respectively without any breakage. Any profile can be drawn with the help of consecutive lines. But tangent lines are mostly used to be drawn when we have two entities and we want to draw a line that should be tangent on both these entities. That I will cover later on. We will move towards this next. And one thing, this line command can be fixed with the help of dimensional parameters or relational parameters. For relational parameters we have vertical, horizontal, perpendicular, tangent, midpoint, coincident, symmetric. Either of that is useful for you, you can select it. So I will now move toward the next one, that is called rectangle. In rectangle we have four options: corner, slanted, center and parallelogram. Corner rectangle and center rectangle are same. Only the difference is in corner rectangle the entities are locked from start to end corner, but in the center the rectangle starts from the center point and ends to the one end of a rectangle. Let's see how it is different. When we design rectangle using corner rectangle, we start from the one end corner and end to the last corner, second corner. When we go for center rectangle, we start from the center and we end towards the end point that we are selecting. Here you can see we have a centered point. Suppose you have to design a rectangle and with the help of that rectangle you need to draw another entity that should be in the center of this rectangle. So we have to go with center rectangle, because in corner rectangle we don't have any center point. We have to define it manually by drawing the center line, and in center rectangle it's already given there. So we can draw another entity with the help of the center point. So this is the benefit of center rectangle. And the next option we have slanted rectangle and parallelogram. Slanted and rectangle and parallelogram are also same. Only the difference is in slanted rectangle we draw the reference line. Along with that reference line, the second line is perpendicular to it. But in parallelogram, it can be at any desired angle. Let's see how. I'll go for selected rectangle. I draw it at an angle, and you can see the next part is perpendicular to it. But if I go for parallelogram and at same angle, see, I can move the second entity at any desired angle. It's not fixed, so I can fix it as per my requirement. So this is the difference between slanted rectangle and parallelogram. The next part is circle. In circle, we have also 4 options like center endpoint, concentric, 3-point circle, and 3 tangent point circle. First is center point. Define a center and draw a circle as per your requirement. But if you need to draw a number of circles with reference of a circle, then draw a circle of your desired value, then select concentric circle, and now you are flexible to draw a number of circles respectively without coming out of the command. As you can see, I can have drawn a number of circles here, but the reference was the first circle that I have drawn with the help of center and point command here. So to draw a number of circles, draw one circle, then change the command from center and point to concentric and draw as per your requirement. And the next command that we'll learn is 3-point circle. If you want to draw a circle and you have been given 3 points, you can draw it easily by this command, like defining your points, 1 point, 2nd point, and 3rd point. Or if suppose you have been given 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, and you want a circle along this 3 point, what you will do is go for 3-point circle, 1st point, 2nd point, and 3rd point. It will automatically draw the circle of that defined points. And the last one in the circle command is 3-point tangent. Let's see, if I have drawn 3 center circles, 1, 2, and 3. Now I want a circle that should be tangent on all these 3. What I will do is I will go for 3-point tangent circle. I will select the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd point, and my circle is drawn. And this center circle is tangent on all these 3 circles that are outer side. I have only defined the points where it will be tangent. So in this way, we can use center circle commands to draw our design profiles. Next is arc. The 4 commands that are in circle are common in arc, but only one difference is conic one. This conic one is like you define a start point and end point, then drag your mouse in upward direction or downward direction to draw your designed arc profile. This profile has a fixed value of RHO, that is 0.5. Only we can change is the angle. This angle can be changed as per our requirement. A start angle and end angle. Changing this angle will change the shape of the structure. So you can do whatever you want with the help of this angle. To only ask for 3 changes: start angle, end angle, and the length. You can modify 3 things and the shape of the arc will be changed. So this was arc. Now we have ellipse. Suppose we have to design an ellipse and we have been given the start point and end point. So we have 2 options here. For the start and end point, we will use axis and ellipse, like this one, start point, end point, and the ellipse is drawn. Length and width. Height or width, length, you can say whatever you want to say, you can say it. Only 2 things will be asked. But suppose you have to draw an ellipse from a defined center point. Suppose I want to draw an ellipse that should start from the center point. Then what I will select is center and axis ellipse. What it performs is it divides the reference line equally from that point, and your desired structure is designed. Now, if I want to trim the inner section of this profile, like the lines that are coming inside, I don't want, I just want outer sides. So what I will do is I will select this delete segment. I will keep pressing my left button of the mouse and I will drag it. It will delete the undesired part and my desired shape will be okay. Now one thing I have not specified was line tangent. Suppose in this profile I want to draw a line that should be tangent on both the end ellipse. If I draw a line, then what I have to do is I have to draw it outside and then I have to make it tangent. I will go for this tangent command, select the ellipse, select the line, it will be tangent. Then again left click once and then select the ellipse and the line, it is tangent. And then I will delete the undesired parts. It is time taking. So what I will do, I will delete this. I will go for line tangent. I will select the first ellipse, I will select the second ellipse and see this tangent profile is drawn. So as per your requirement, as per the need of that profile, read it carefully and find out what is that profile type. Is it a line? Is it a rectangle, circle, arc, ellipse? And then among them find out which type should be used. For line, is it a line chain? Is it a tangent line? If rectangle, then which type of rectangle is it? The moment you get to know about the sketch, what type of command I need to use, you can use it from the ribbon bar. It's all given here, but only you need to find out what I have to use. That's all on you. No one is going to teach that you have to find out that what is it asking me to perform. So this was all about the 5 basic commands that are being used in designing any profile. But one thing is free form sketching, and that is performed with the help of a spline. I can draw anything. Anything means just keep on drawing and you can design it. I can write anything. I can draw anything. So if you are trying to do a free form sketching, you can use a spline. See, the structure is not clear. So what I will do is, here you can see multiple points. These points are called interpolation points, and these are used to modify your drawn sketch. So I can redefine it. I can make it look perfect. I'll just keep dragging it until I find it suitable for my defined sketch. You see, I am changing the shape and structure very easily. There is no changing. See, it's very easy to perform a freeform sketching with the help of a spline. And if suppose now I have drawn a rectangle and I want to save it, just click on the save, click OK. So when you draw a sketch, the format that is saved is .sec that defines that it is a sketch. Let's see how it will be shown here. If I go to open it, you can see here the name .sec. It shows that this is a sketch. And suppose I am like I have drawn here, I have saved it, again saved it, again saved it, and now I will modify. I will draw a circle here. I'll go for center circle and I will draw it here. Once again I will save it, and now I will delete this circle and I will again save it. Now I want to open that previous one where there was a circle. What to do now? We can open it. As I have told you, Treo is memory based software. It stores your data. Whenever you click Ctrl S or you click save, the data is saved. So if you want to open that previous version of your sketch, what you need to do is go to open, drop down the tools, select all versions, and now from here you can open what was there. See, my last sketch was without circle, but before that I had saved a sketch where there was circle on that rectangle. So from that all version option, from the tools all version, you can fetch out the previous data that you have saved. But if you have deleted that, if you have consolidated your data, then you cannot fetch it out. So how to consolidate the data? So just I open it and you have shown you how many versions are there. See, there are number of versions, 6 versions of first sketch and 7 versions of second sketch. But I don't want those all. I want the latest version to be there in my location. So what I will do is I will pause it. So how to pause? Here there is a utility option and there is a drop down. So drop down here, and the last is open system window. Open it, type pause. Here you can see exit and then hit enter button. Now you are out of the command and all your data that you have saved will now not be found. Only the last data are shown here. All the previous versions have been deleted. You cannot find anything here now. Only the last versions are saved. So if you want to keep all the previous version, don't pause it, but it will create number of folders, number of models in your location. But if you want to keep only the last version, just pause it and save your space. So this was, guys, all from my side. I hope you liked the video. So please like, share and subscribe. Hit the like button, share to your friends, and keep supporting, keep watching. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope I will be uploading all the next part like modeling, a 3D part in the next session. Till then, thank you.